Yeah, I think being confident in yourself and being okay with, being different or in the things that you believe in or the ideas that you get is like that's that's the core message of what I received from basically all my favorite artists.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've been working really, really hard at that in the past like year specifically, is to just be myself. And then at that point it's like you got fucking nothing to lose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were watching the Defiant Ones the other day, and like I think one of my favorite lines in that whole documentary, which is, it's like the whole thing's amazing and I've seen it many times just because I love it, but
Yeah, I love
Jimmy
that
Iovine's
documentary.
talking about, he's like, fucking racehorses have blinders on. He's like,
Yeah.
and he talks about the importance of not looking at what other people are doing and not worrying about what other people are doing. And who else talks about that in a separate documentary is Diddy. Diddy talks about, he's like, I never worry about what other people are doing. And it's like, it's so obvious.
It's super obvious.
It's just so hard.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely obvious, and I wish I knew that.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that, because I feel like if I knew it, it just makes it so much easier to get to what you want to do. You know, you kind of cut through it. Okay, so like, how many conversations do you think that we had about, well, how are people going to receive that? Like, do they like that function? Are they going to like that function? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how is it too much like this? Is it too much like that? Trying to think about like what other people like.
Mm-hmm.
And like, to me, now that we're kind of like at this point where like, I feel like we both think that it should just be what we want. Whether it's the content that's on there, I think we're both in agreement that we want it to be just what we want. You know?
I think reception is important. Like, I think how people receive it is extremely important, because that's part of the execution of it. But I think what you don't have to worry about is the people who wouldn't receive that information and be receptive to it anyways. So like, relating that to like photos that I put up, I don't give a shit if people don't like the subject matter. What I more think about in like the execution is, how is somebody who has an open mind to look, how are they receiving it? Because then that plays into my mind if I'm trying to convey something specific, or if we're trying to put in a certain function. That's kind of half the battle, is that like our half is making it and putting it, and their half is using it and receiving it. Mm-hmm. And if there's a flaw in there that causes them to receive it in a way that's detrimental to like the idea or the function or the product in any way, then it kind of comes back on us. It's not just like, oh, fuck them, they don't get it.
Yeah.
But if somebody says like, hey, I'm not a fan of the events that you guys put on the app, and we're like, yeah, that was a conscious decision. We thought about that. That's exactly what we want on the app. And, the people who are more receptive to all types of events don't have that problem. Then it's like, yeah, it's just not for you.